Nelson Mandela once said that if you talk to someone in a language that they just understand, it only goes to their head. But if you talk to someone in their own language, then it goes to their heart. Our best practice for 2020 aims to connect, involve, and engage international students at the University of Technology, Sydney, to not only expand our chapter base into an untapped, unserved demographic, but also support the greater mission of creating ethical, professional, and confident leaders for the future. Hi, my name is Cody.
And my name is Patrick. At the Upsilon Tau Sigma chapter of Beta Alpha Psi, we've been proud in our ability to continue on this legacy, engaging our members and providing them opportunities for professional development, community service, and networking with their peers and industry professionals.
We've engaged with industry professionals from organisations such as Ernst & Young and Chartered Accountants of Australia at our annual Meet Your Boss on the Greens Day, introducing members to their future employers in a natural environment.
We've developed and hosted a financial wellness workshop for disadvantaged high school students in collaboration with our university's outreach program, helping future students and leaders learn to grow and to be independent members of the university's community.
Finally, facilitated growth and learning for primary school students in Nepal, sending suppliers, fundraising for monetary scholarships, and adjudicating an online entrepreneurship competition that challenged participants to solve emerging social and environmental issues in their own communities.
However, despite these successes, an introspective look at the breakdown of our chapter has raised some serious concerns regarding the engagement of all demographics in the university. One of the largest student bodies, international students, were being held back from participating in our chapter's events and mixing with our society members. As Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google, once said, "A diverse mix of voices leads to better discussions, decisions, and outcomes for everyone." So to make this idea into a reality and to increase the value of our chapter to both current and future members, it was up to us to reach this student body and incorporate them into the activities of Beta Alpha Psi.
To design our best practice and create an initiative that would engage with this student body, we interviewed international students currently unaffiliated with our chapter to see what was holding them back from participating. And across all these conversations, 3 key points kept reappearing. Firstly, a lack of connection with their home universities.
Secondly, there was fears of socializing in a new culture.
And lastly, there was a lack of events that targeted their specific needs.
These 3 insights beg the question, how do we engage the international student community at our university?
The solution? We decided to create a series of collaborative and innovative foreign language events that would connect bilingual Australian business people in the finance and business information systems industries with UTS students whose predominant language was something other than English, a first for any business society at the university. The event would consist of initial formal presentations in that foreign language about the opportunities as well as the potential challenges and obstacles that are associated with being a non-English speaker in the Australian business environment. This formal session is followed by a networking event where international students would have the opportunity to establish connections to real Australian industry professionals, as well as local university students from our chapter base. Existing chapter members could socialise, understand the cultural intricacies associated with that demographic, as well as expand their global network. There are many languages which are spoken by UTS students other than English, like Hindi, Korean, and Vietnamese. However, over 20% of our university is from China, and we quickly recognized that our first networking event should target this demographic.
Now, because this series of events was unique and touched upon a relevant and real need within our university, we had a great response from our industry partners and alumni. We received expressions of interest from numerous bilingual professionals within the accounting and finance industries, from organizations such as Ernst & Young and Perpetual Limited. In our experience, we found that many of our bilingual professional partners were quite empathetic with this cause, and they saw this opportunity as a great way to give back to the university's community.
We needed to find the correct promotion, which would successfully engage and attract international students to our events. We promoted this event as we have done historically with great success through Facebook, LinkedIn, and our established extensive email chain. However, in order to engage with the Chinese international student body, we created a Beta Alpha Psi Upsilon Tau Sigma chapter page on WeChat, the predominant social network within China to reach these students. Also, we had Mandarin-speaking chapter members create promotional images in that language, providing information about the event in Mandarin as seen on the slides. We partnered with other organizations that were already tapped into the international student body at UTS, like the International Students Finance Club, as well as the International Student Center, who promoted our event to their followers on social media. This innovative approach proved highly successful, with over 30 non-member Chinese students, as well as 10 existing chapter members expressing interest in our event, with 60% of this reach occurring through our promoted WeChat marketing. We've had over 10 additional members joining organically through our innovative promotional methods already.
Unfortunately, due to the recent COVID-19 situation, many of the international students who initially expressed interest in our event were banned from traveling back to Australia from China, and as such, we were unable to gather at the planned date of the event. While this was disappointing, we knew that the initiative had to take a new shape, so we've quickly pivoted to create a virtual offering instead. We reached out to students who expressed interest, as well as mentors, and organized one-on-one mentoring sessions via Zoom. So far, these conversations have been a great success, with our Australian business partners streaming conversation with students back in China.
Our best practice has found an innovative way of successfully engaging new demographics within UTS to join Beta Alpha Psi, and we were able to do so by providing an event in which international students could personally benefit because it was in their own language. They would feel more welcome and become involved in university life. In the future, we hope to relaunch our Mandarin event and provide similar events for languages spoken by other international students. And we hope that through this continual commitment to the international student body, we can create value for new and existing members to engage with our society's events.
Our best practice project can be easily replicated as it can be executed with minimal cost to our chapter. Planning, advertising, and execution of events primarily relies on voluntary participant and sponsor time to reach our target audience of international students. By providing an established framework of innovative promotional methods, as well as a basic structure for the networking event, we hope to see other chapters involving themselves in similar initiatives moving forward into the future.
We hope that our best practice initiative and a collaborative effort by all Oceania Beta Alpha Psi chapters, we can leverage the strong foundation of Beta Alpha Psi in Australia and New Zealand to expand into the Asia Pacific region for the future. We hope to provide the resources and training to international students so that they may return home to their own countries, and we will see chapters established in universities across the world in China, India, and Korea. We've leveraged our strong historic presence at our university and adapted our successful networking events to expand and meet future needs to bring members and industry professionals closer together, to honor our past success and create a great platform for the next century of Beta Alpha Psi. Thank you very much.